All right, let's see. We have this that we've got to do upgrades on. Just finished building this one a couple episodes ago. I'll make sure there's no cars hidden anywhere else throughout the yard here. All right. I think let's start off by heading to the junkyard, shall we? That's my bolt. I forgot what the name of it is. But it's got 0 miles on it anyway. Bought it from the saloon. Ooh. Ram 3500. Actually, for a junkyard, that seems to be pretty dang almost complete. Look like underneath. Well, it's missing a few bushings, but a couple U-bolts. Looks like it's got the plates there. What about the front here? Again, bushings and both axles. I mean, for the most part, it's mostly complete. I wonder if we could turn a profit on this one. Well, we'll think about this one. Oh, is that what I think it is? Might be. No. I got one of these at the shop. Not bad. $500 less than what it's worth. That's not bad.
Hey dude, how are you doing today?
Not bad, not bad. Still a little bit under the weather, but all in all, not bad. Thinking of something to build.
What up?
Hey, what's happening? Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. What's the underside look like? It's got all 4 wheels. Yeah, it does. It's got the block, the heads, timing cover. No oil pan, of course. What do they want? I built lots of them. Maybe, we'll see. See if there's something else in here I haven't built in a while. The Storm, Longhorn, I think, or Bolthorn, pardon me. That's what this is. Yeah, Bolthorn, Grand, Mojave, Storm. Just built one of them not too long ago. What is that? Ooh, Bolt Reptilia. Or C3 Corvette. Yeah, just so you guys know, there's a couple new videos out on the channel. You know what? There's something I haven't built in a while. It's more than what it's worth. One is about a BMW 635 CSI, and another one is from the new game I started playing. It's Motorcycle Mechanic Simulator, where we're starting to build our own custom chopper. Wonder what I could do with this one on the highway or on the track. FMW Panther MK1 Performance. Thing is, though, it only comes with just a regular V8. Well, right off the hop, I'm buying that Ram. I'm going to put that in the car parking. I should have space for it, I hope. probably build that this episode. I got one of these at the shop, so I'm not going to worry about that. And now, yeah. Except put that at the shop. And I've already got the hot rod, so I don't got to worry about that. Yeah, okay. Let's head on back to the shop. Who would have ever thought a muffler would hold me up like that? I got one of them too, so. Alright, on our way back to the shop. And then gotta do a little bit of vehicle washing and shuffling. How about that, huh? Beauty of this one, look at that, 0 mileage. The Bolt Ranger. I haven't done a dang thing to it besides paint and wheels. That's it. Actually, I don't think. Did I mess with the paint? No, that's still the original paint. Okay, look, it's even still got the brand new tag on it. I haven't changed it yet, customized it or nothing yet. And then we come in here. Look at this. Ain't she a beaut? They should come with these wheels on them, but they don't. They come with those goofy looking 5 spokes. But look at this one. 0 mileage. Did I pull the plates on this thing? Yeah, I did. That's why it's 90% body. Alright. Now, we're going to do a little bit of car washing here first. We're going to restore that Chevelle, or Edgewood Hellcat. But this... I'm going to turn this into a small tire car. Oh, it's even red. I didn't even notice. Sweet. So, let's put this up there for now. And actually, we'll swap this with the Aston Martin DB5, which is still a pretty car. I took the stripes and stuff off it, if you all seen the last video there of this, the one that I built for the custom classic restoration shop series. You know, it didn't seem right. This one I kind of went like all original on it. It's kind of nice actually, this one. But we're gonna put this one into storage. I ain't getting rid of that one. This one needs to go to the car whoosh. I'm pretty sure this has only got a single carb V8 in it. But we're probably going to bump it up to a 2-carb OHV, I think. What motor's in here? Yeah, see it comes with a 1-carb, so we're going to bump it up to a 2-carb. I'm going to try to do it the Hugger Orange and such. I'm not sure what color on it or not yet. Maybe I'll go back to this yellow. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Oh, undecided. Undecided, man. Alright, let's swap this one with the Mustang, which is right here. Alright. We need to find wheels and tires for this one. This one, I already know what I'm doing with it, so I don't got to really plan too much on it. But this one, I need to plan it. Now, the tires that are supposed to be on this are 245 45/20s. Now, we are going to be keeping it a 20-inch wheel. That is for certain. Maybe I might go... should I go smaller? Nah, we'll keep it at a 20. I want something different, something that I don't normally use. That could work. Let's go 20. And now tire, we're gonna go, we're not going brand name this time, we're gonna go this style. We're gonna go 20. Let's go 275. I'm gonna bump this down to a 40. I don't know why, I just got a feeling. I just got the feeling, man. I don't know if that's gonna look good on there or not. Look good on a Ferrari, but not so much on this one. Let's see. Just a little bit of width to it, a little bit of stick out, a little bit of overhang. You know, I could work with that. I can work with that. It's got a nice gap and spacing on the rear. Perfect. Alright, now for the front tire. Let's see here. Let's go to this one. We'll go 1, 20. I'll keep that 135. And we'll bump this one up to 75 maybe. That might work. And then the rim is going to be the same except for we're going to put a little bit more onto this. We're going to do that to a 40. Let's run on over here. Since I painted the shop white, it looks a lot bigger in here now. In my opinion anyway, I don't know. Oh, she's definitely going to have a rake to it, that's for sure. Oh, I gotta put a fender on this yet. Come on, don't be like that. There we go. Actually, I think I almost nailed that perfectly. Am I missing something? Oh, wait, wrong one. That's why. I was like, am I missing something here? Why isn't this car in there? Wrong list. Ooh, I actually nailed that perfect. Yeah. Alright. So we got the wheel situation sorted out. That was pretty easy, actually. So I'm going to go this. Down here, I'll grab number 20. Perfect. We get 1, 20, go to 40. And now we go to tires. We go here. We go 1. Wait, wrong one. We got to go over here. 1, 20, 275, 40. Nope, too far. There we go. And then we got to go back to race tire. Go 120, 135. And this was a 75, if I'm not mistaken. Perfect. All right. Huh. Oh. Except for I'm not sure what color I want to do the wheels yet. I'm thinking maybe probably do them a gloss black. That's what I'd be thinking. Alright, I'm going to put all these ones. What were those for? Oh, those are just my toss-on wheels. We don't need them right now. Perfect. What am I missing? Oh yeah, that's right. I got one over here. I was like, why am I missing wheels? What's going on? Probably got a few parts in here. Yeah, I do. These are all parts I'm planning on putting on the, ooh, those are going good. These are all parts I'm planning on putting on the Mustang when I do the power upgrades to it. Which is probably going to get done in this episode, actually. Or this stream, I should say. Episode. Yeah, we ain't doing no episode today. We're doing a stream. Beautiful. Wheels and tires are done. Now, we need to come into here. And I need to figure out where all my new parts sit. Perfect. That looks good enough for me. I'm going to put all the new parts in here. One carb OHV. What? Huh? Oh, that's my... Okay. I know what that's for. That's for when I do the test with the Mustang. I'm going to end up taking all the parts off of all the upgraded parts that I'm putting on it. And I'm going to end up putting let's see here. And we'll go here. Yeah. Like these are all parts that I'm planning on putting onto the Mustang just to see how much it can actually increase the power on it, you know what I mean? So I don't know why I did all this, but I'm putting all this away. We're going to keep these out because I have a feeling I'm going to need them. Keep those. Yeah, okay. What was that? Crankshaft V8. Interesting. It's good to know I got extra parts kicking around here. But for the time being, I don't need them on me right now. So I'm going to put all these parts away. Even though I'm going to have to, I'll probably end up rebuying them again later because I'm like, hey, what happened to these parts? Alright, make sure we ain't got nothing else in here that's going to interfere with the painting process. No, we do not. Good. Good, good, good. Now, come over here, we're going to toss this, sell that, sell this for 33, sell that for 37. Cool, cool. Small rubber bushings, we got 4 of them. We're going to need mow. Make sure we ain't got no more engine parts. Nope. No brakes, no. We always need one of them. And I got the wheels. Perfect. So, first things first, let's make sure we get rid of all this. Now we're going to remark everything. Just to make sure I get the right pieces and components and make sure I don't screw things up. Which I tend to normally do. But I'm debating on what to put in here. Do I put a supercharged LS? Or do we stick in the V8 dual overhead cam supercharged motor? Now the supercharged motor is going to produce about probably 300 to 400 horsepower more. Which isn't always great going down the drag strip here, I've learned. I tend to spin a lot more and a lot easier with those. So I don't know. A little undecided. Let's go here first. Get 4 of those. Come back here. Go over to suspension. We need 2 of those. 2 of these. 2 of those. Steering knuckle these. See, I would have went for A, because they're both the same basically. Cross member what? Cross member C. Okay. And we need 2 of these. 2 of those. 2 of these. 2 of these. None of those. What's the sway bar? Front sway bar B. Of course it is. Of course it is, man. Oh, wrong one. Alright, now we're going to come through here. We need 2 of those, 2 of these, 2 of these. And may as well get 2 of those, a couple of these, 1 of these, 2 of those, a couple of these, that, this, and we need about 20 of these. Make sure we got enough, you know what I mean? And we'll grab another 6 more of these since I already got 4. Next page, here, 1 of those, 2 of these, since it's, you know, the strut front end on it. And we need 4 of these, 2 of those, 2 of these. Come over to here, grab full, 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 and 1. Yeah, we already got 1 of those, so we need 1 of those definitely. Now, I'm really undecided on what I'm going to be doing with the engine on it. That's why I didn't buy no engine parts yet. Let's see, the car's red, currently, I think. Oh, it's that color. It's supposed to be yellow, like Bumblebee. Do we want to do a yellow? A little undecided. I want this. That way then I can really guesstimate the color on it. Alright, I'm going to bump this up to there. We'll move this one over to here. Slide this over. Oh, wait, I wonder. How do we go like so? But then if I do that on the body, it's going to be chrome, a blue chrome, and I don't really want that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to pull this one back. I'm going to drop this down. Perfect. Yeah, maybe we'll go down to 50. There. Perfect. That's what the doctor orders, see? I got me an idea. I don't know if it's going to turn out, but let's hope it does. Something I should have did a long time ago. Alright, we got that. These. No, that's too much. It's got to go all the way back here. Slide this one out here like so. Come over here, bring the brightness down just a bit, so it's not blinding by the light. Perfect. Perfect. Now I'm just going to throw this out there now. I know this isn't the right color blue, but you'll understand when I'm done. Alright, I need this. Ooh, perfect. That might actually work. It's just, as I'm painting these parts, I'm trying to run the color scheme through my head right now just to make sure everything's going to line out, match out, work out perfect. Pretty sure you guys get the gifs of what I'm doing. Alright, you... I don't know what to do with you yet. But you are going to be red. You are going to be red. I can't do it like that. The cross member is going to be blue. That isn't going to work. But that does not... Well, maybe it does. There, we can make it work. You know what I mean? We can make the color work. Huh. This is going to be a different color combination, I'll tell you that much. Nah. Now that I'm sitting back looking at it, it may not work out as planned. But it may. It's hard to say. These need to be white. Now the motor will not be this maybe it will. Maybe. Actually, if I do a red block, white oil pan, and the crossbar's already blue. And then I could do white heads. Oh, I don't. There's a lot of push rods. I could do blue valve covers. Those I'm going to leave alone. Alright. Like I said, I have no idea how things are going to turn out. Starting to think maybe I should have did them chrome. Yeah, they'll work. They'll work for what I have in mind. Now we got all the wheels and tires. Yes, we do. Perfection. Alright. When you wheels on? Oh, yeah, we do. I thought we did. Where's this car even from? Oh, that's, Alabama? Yeah, Alabama. Yep. Cool. Well, I guess we don't need these parts on it since we need to put an all brand new on. Maybe we'll repair these ones. I mean, it was a fairly complete car, so. Dang, it even had a back seat in it too. Shoot, not anymore, it's not. Weight savings. Nah, leave that on. Alright, let's see, move this one over to here. Perfection. Beautiful. Alright, first thing first, let's go all the way to the back side of the car, because that's kind of what's important here, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to yank this gearbox and engine out. Perfect. Beautiful. Alright, now let's drop this back down. Perfect. Alright. Alright, let's get this air box out of the way. Let's jump on over here. Oh. Good, good. Pop this out. Alright. Now, let's put this back up in the air. And before we go any further on that, let's strip this down. I want the block if it's any good. I think we're going to build the supercharged LS motor. I think that's what we're going to do. Damn, I don't think it's going to be that good. Since it's already got the AFM DOD delete on it, may as well use it, right? And I know this because it's a nice, smooth, flat valley pan, or cover here. Nice, nice. Huh. Hopes and dreams are holding in that crankshaft right now. I hope all that stuff is repairable. I've still got push rods. We've got a few of them. Gosh darn, eh? Alright. Yank this one out. This one. This one. This one. Ah, crap, I forgot to buy the Mazda MX or RX3. Or MX3? Or do I already have one? I ain't got a lot of rusty bolts on this motor. Good. Let's take out the piston rings. Yank this camshaft out of here, which won't be going back in. Crank, if it's repairable, it'll be going back in. Let's take the block. Now, before we go over there and start doing... Oh, yes, it's all repairable. Nice. I can make money off of these. And I kind of fibbed in one of my other videos there about how the custom classic restoration shop was in my last series. No, I got one more I'm planning on doing, and then that one will be the final one, because that one will be road to either 100 million or $1 billion. So, I mean, I know what cars to get to do it. It's just gonna be consistently boom, 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 one right after another, the same kind of cars. So we're gonna have to put other stuff in the process too. So, all right, we need to go over here to the paint shop. But before we go into the paint shop, let's get the rest of our parts for this engine. We're going to need this. Alright, let's go here. We're going to go over here. Let's dump all those parts off. I still need to buy stuff. That's right, we need to buy stuff. Yeah, okay, I think I know what it is. I think I do. I know there's an... There it is. I was going to say, I know there's an arm here for it somewhere. I just can't remember where. Alright. Yeah, I don't believe that there's a belt tension, huh? But you never know. But I'm not getting one, so... camshaft can stay there. Same with the cam caps. I believe it's this one, but we do need 4 of these. We've got a crank, but we need crank caps. So we need 3 of these. And then we need the... What pulley is it? Yeah, we'll get both of them. What do you know, right? We got the block. That's good. Alright, we need the engine head covers, though. They are expensive for this motor. $500. $490. That's ridiculous. I mean, like, well, I guess the Ford single overhead cam is $555, you know. The one for the Mercedes is $975. Well, I guess maybe we're not too bad on price then. I guess there are other more expensive options. Heck, even the Viper is $675. Strange, huh? Strange, I tell you, strange. Yeah, we got a few of these. We need more, you know, but I don't think we will. There we go. We need an oil pan. That's what we need. We need that darn oil pan there, man. And she takes V8 Hemi piston rings. Crap. I think it's an I4B steering pump. Why did I buy that one? That's beyond me. I don't know what fan housing it's going to take, but you know, we're going to splurge it a little bit because I can always use it on a different project. And it's got its own push rods and rocker arms. So that's kind of nice. You know what I mean? And then we got to go up here. We got to get 8 more of these. And then we need the belt. And we need Ubercharger belt. But we also need, I think there's a belt B for that. Yes, it is, right there. And that one would be for the power steering pump. Yes, it would. Throttle, we're not getting out of here. Timing chain, I love it. It's got its own. That's a beautiful thing. We got the timing cover already, so we don't need to worry about that. So the push rods next, and they got their own, like I was saying, which I don't know what the difference is. Maybe diameter or length could be. I don't know. And we need a water pump pulley. We need the windshield washer reservoir. We can't go on the dyno with it. Alright, since we're going to be here getting most of that stuff all set up, let's get, there it is, right here, beautiful. How do they know I don't want to run manual brakes on the car, or manual steering, you know what I mean? That should be my choice to decide. And I'm going to take 2 of these. Actually, I should have went blue, but you know, it is what it is. And then, now do I want to use... There's not really much difference besides between the M3 steering wheel and the MK5. Except for that's got buttons I can push and play with, so we'll get that one. If I do 8. I'm just trying to figure out letters and how to word things. I should have went the other way for an I. Sometimes it's easier to go this way, and sometimes it's easier to go the other way. You never know. What? Oh, well. Well, you get the idea. Small tower car, We got 2 of them. Do we need anything else besides body panels? No, I don't think so. All right, so we're going to do this. Ooh, that's a nice deep red, isn't it? I like that. So as you can tell, the car's probably going back red. Just my own version of it. Clips will be white. Now I'm going to represent 2 countries here. My home country of Canada, which I love dearly. And our brothers and sisters to the south, the United States. That's what we're going to represent a lot on this car. In case y'all haven't clued in by the colors. Alright, so we're going to do the block red. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that's nice. That is very, very nice. These need to be blue. Wait. No. Ooh, I just thought of something. I'm like, did I get all the parts? No, I didn't. We don't talk about that, though. Right there. I believe you are stage 3 ECU type I. Hey, what's going on, man? Let's see. We need this head. And we need this head. Perfect. And now where is my CGM manifolds? I think they're manifold A. CGM? Yeah, right here. Perfect. 2 of the same size. Now we're going to go over to this row. There they are right there. And now we need our LS coil packs. Good. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, which I will find out later on. Now where's that intake going? There it is. I need this. Oh, look at that. I already brought them right up to the right pistons. The pistons. Now the throttle body, which is right here. Good. I never did get the exhaust, so yeah, that works out pretty good for me. Oh. You know what? I think we're going to do the heads red to match the block. I normally don't do this, but I think we're going to do it on this one. Alright, now, yeah, okay, I did that one right. Let's keep on cruising. Alright, let's see, what are they right here? Perfect. I think, no, these we are going to do red as well. And then this we're going to do white. Bear with me here, folks. I'm just trying to do all the color schemes so I know where I'm going here. This has got to be white. Well, are you? There you are. And then you are going to be blue. Perfect. I think I got basically all the colors lined out now. So, start here. Get the red. All the coils need to be blue. Now, I'm hoping this turns out. Like I said, I don't have a clue if this is going to turn out or not. I know the blue is wrong. It's not a deep, rich, like Liberty blue. But this is the last second color scheming here. You know, American colors for American car, you know what I mean? The gearbox / transmission, that's going to be going like an aluminum color. Yeah, right there, I guess. Actually, I think that's chrome, to be honest. Let's see, we'll keep on cruising. We still got stuff to do here. Wrong one. Pay attention, dummy. You almost painted the wrong part. Alright, this needs to be red. So it blends in and matches with the car. I really like that red. Really bold, in-your-face style red, isn't it? I think it is. Alright, we got all that done. The fuel tank. You know what? I think I look pretty good as white. Oh, we got all the coils done. Beautiful. Got that done. That's going to have to go red. Only because I'm not really a fan of the green on there. Like I said, I'm not really a fan of green, period. This will go that color. This can go... That is a nice blue though, isn't it? It's got good depth in it. Red, the same thing. It's got good depth. Even the white. Skim through here, make sure we have everything. Make sure I didn't miss any part. Oh, the starter. Let's do it red. Wait, no. Let's do it white. Because if I'm not mistaken, and I can use this as a reference. Yes, okay, it does stick through the front side of it. Okay. Whew, almost scared me there for a minute. Alright, we got everything good. Well, we almost got everything. Keyword being almost. I forgot to buy kind of a important part for this project to happen. You'll see what it is. There it is. Right there. I don't believe that would be paintable. Let's double check. Just be on the safe side. Yeah. No, not paintable. I didn't figure. But, you know, you never know. You never know. Alright, now I'm going to create a new engine. All the way down here to the very end. Let's go right here. V8 OHV CGM supercharged. I wonder if that says Chevy General Motors. If that's what that means. I really don't understand what that CGM means for this engine, because it's an LS. I wonder. Anyway, we got that one chosen. Let's put the block in place. Ooh, look at that. When the sun hits it, just right in your face, huh? I like it. I like it a lot. Alright. Oh, we should have put this over there. Oh no. Alright, let's bring you down. Oh wait, no, we still gotta rip all the suspension off this thing yet. I'm falling behind time here. Oh, shite happens, right? Got so sidetracked in the coloring, or in the painting there, I forgot about the rest of the car. There we go. Good. Take off the backing plate. The upper middle arm. Good. Let's take out the shock. Good. The front lower arm. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to take off the sway bar and link rear. Take off the rear shock absorber cap. The spring cap. Lower rear arm. After you spray it, of course. You gotta spray those bolts. We're gonna have another one here we're gonna have to spray. Perfect. Let's take out that little bushing. Right there. Good. Take off this rear knuckle housing A. Yeah, let's get rid of these bigger bushings. And we got another one over here. Good. Now let's jump our way over here to this side. Start by taking off the upper middle arm. Now we take out the rear shock absorber cap. The rear spring cap. The axle. Perfect. Take out the rear sway bar and link. Let's get rid of the sway bar B. We don't need it here no more. We got new, man. We don't need it here no more, man. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, man. Right there. Got the lower rear arm. Alright, jump up here. Take out that bigger bushing. Sometimes the bolt will move on you to let you know it's free, but other times it won't. See, like that one did. Alright, then we take out that little bushing back there. Smack it with a hammer. Good, good, good. Got the forward facing arm, lower. Alright, I'm going to wheel ourselves around. We're going to take out the wheel bearing. Got the caliper. Good. That off. This off. Alright, now we take this off. Beautiful. Let's get that knuckle housing out of the way. Take off the bigger bushing. Good. Take out the last bigger bushing for back here. Bye-bye, cross member. Had this one fly buzzing around. Did the little thing. It's been buzzing around here for like 2 or 3 days. And every time I go to get it, it just boop, disappears. It's almost like a fruit fly, but it's not. It's just a baby fly. The thing hasn't grown yet. It's really driving me up the wall. Because, I'll be sitting here doing this, I look down, and the little bugger will be on my coffee cup, so I'm like, dang it, now I need to go rinse out my cup. Clean it, flies, they got germs, right? So, I do that, and I drink. And as I'm looking at my cup, he doesn't bother with it. The second I look away, he's boom, on my cup. It's like, you little bugger, I'm gonna get you. Now he's buzzing around, taunting me, going, hey, you can't get me. He doesn't understand. I got the fly swatter. I'm not scared to spill my coffee, man. If I have to. Just ruin everything on the table. That's all. Come on, get off of there. Thank you. All right, let's get this lower control arm out of the way. Good. Now let's grab this. Take this out of the way. Awesome. Cross member. Goodbye. Let's take out the center cap here. Best cap. All right, wheel bearing, you are next. Good, good, good. Hey, wait a minute here. Did I gotta check something here. Okay, good. I did get the right ones. Huh. All right. Guess what? The car is officially now stripped. Now we can use the welder on it. $1,250 simoleons. Holy smokes, eh? Well, that's doing that job. We're going to come over here. All right, put the crank in. Good. The crank cap starting in the center. Rotate the crank, make sure it rotates. Perfect. Let's put the rear one in now. Good, good, good. Let's put the last and final front crank cap in. Good. Now we're going to put the piston rings in. Yeah, I told you. Takes the Hemi pistons, man. He likes that dome. He needs that dome piston, man. It's kind of strange, because you figure if it had a Hemi piston, you figure it'd make a lot more than 1,191 horsepower. I mean, 1,100 horsepower. One would think. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But in actuality, if this was my car, like IRL, and I had a supercharged motor in it, well, I would keep the supercharger on it, but also twin turbo it. You know what I mean? Without even trying, if you get the right setup to it, you know, get the right blower pulleys and such, you know, get the right tune, make 2,000 horsepower as a street car without even trying. Alright, now we need that. Good, good, good. Alright, we'll put the flywheel, clutch plate, pressure plate. Good, good, good. And I got a fuel filter. And the clutch release bearing. Perfect. Now let's put this camshaft in. So as it stands right now, you know, this is for my Canadian family, you know. But as it gets built, you will see what I mean. It looks a little bit different on that cylinder head, doesn't it? Ooh, I can still see it very good where the push rods go. How lovely and beautiful is that? Good, good. There we go. There we go. The last one. For this side anyway. Now we've got to put all the rockers on. Now I want to get this side finished so I can make sure that I'm in the ballpark of what I'm looking for here before I continue on building the other side. Because then if it's not what I want, I can take it all back apart and change the color up on it just a bit. You know what I mean? Good. Now we're going to put this on. Dang, that's bright, man. Ooh, need sunglasses for that. Alright, now we're going to... Yeah, it's not quite there, but it's good. How about that, huh? First resemblance of what I'm trying to do. Normally I either do the coils black or red, but this time I just felt like doing it. Oops. Let's put the exhaust manifold on. Perfect. Power steering pump. Good. Long ass bolt. The cam gear. This is the timing chain. Timing cover. Man, that's freaking bright, man. Whew. Alright. Water pump. Crank pulley. I did put the right one. I did buy the right one. See? I knew I bought the right one. Yeah, I bought the only two that were available for this style. Alright, put the idler B on. Good. Put the other cylinder head on. Now I'm going to wait to put this on till after I get this spark plug in. Because, well, you know, it tends to take up some real estate there. You know what I mean? Alright, now let's put these push rods in. And then we can put the rockers on. Rock on, man. Rock on. Alright, let's see. We got 4 left. 3.
Doing someone named %_mega.
2% underscore mega. No, I can't say I do. No, can't say I do know that one. Underscore mega. I mean, if they create videos, I may have seen their videos. I don't know. I don't always look at the person's name when I watch a video. Sometimes I just look at the picture and go, "Ooh, I like that. Let's watch it." And then by the time I realize I forgot to subscribe, it's like, "Oh crap! I'm already on to the next one." I watch a lot of YouTube videos throughout the daytime. Exhaust the manifold now. Alright, coil 1, coil 3, coil 5, coil 7. Intake. Dang, that's freaking bright, man. Holy crap. Once I'm saying, dang, I'm glad I put chrome on it. It's not as bright now. Alright, we'll do that. And we'll come over here and put this one on. Swing it around to the backside. Now we're going to put the throttle body on. Look at that. That actually matches. Okay, I can dig it. Now the supercharger belt. And now the idler A. And the motor is built. Maybe I should do the lower intake blue. What y'all think? Should I do the lower intake blue or keep it or leave it white? I'm believing that there's a little too much white on the top side of that motor. Now I have to think about that one while I do the suspension on the car. Alright. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. Like a dusty rose or something. Alright, anywho, this can go back. This can go back for the moment, because we ain't needing it. You are going to... no. You're going to come off. I got something special for that. Alright. That is a nice color, isn't it? Nice deep, rich metallic red or something. It's almost like they knew what I was trying to do with it or something. Yeah, but mine's just a little bit brighter. Hmm. Alright, we got that done. Now, let's choose this again. We got black stripes. I think that's supposed to be white stripes. Nope, that's white stripes. The heck is this one? It's never good when you can't see it. It's probably red stripes, to be honest. Maybe? I don't know. I can't see. I can't see. Why am I not able to see? It must be on the hood and such. It's gotta be. Or none. Let's go. That's kind of neat. You can kind of see the white outline there on the outside of the window frame. Perfect. Alright. We're going to leave this car here for a minute so the paint can cure.
Done with the Car Mechanic Simulator series since 2018. The games are just too similar now. I figured by 2021 we'd be able to act too.
Just give me a second here. In regards to the last comment there, if you go into your settings, you can actually change it from manual to automatic. You know what I mean? There are very different and very similar aspects of the games. You got better graphics, better cars in this one. You got better painting options in this one. Yeah, just a few more things you can do in this one than the other one in regards to that. Better tuning options. You can actually tune stuff in this. You got to put the fluids in and such. This is a better one out of the two of them. Just saying. But I will be away for a few minutes because, once again, doggy needs to go out. He always picks when I'm freaking streaming and it drives me nuts. But anywho, I will be right back.
We can't rebuild gearboxes either yet. I do automatic and manual gearbox rebuilds in real life, and the hardest part is really just remembering. which is not a problem you'd have in a game, so I figure we should be able to do that rather than simply repair it by clicking it also all, rather than just buying one already tuned.
All right, thanks everybody for sticking around. Yeah, but do you realize what kind of a game file and how much it would take to actually put all those intricate parts in to rebuild the transmission? I mean, it's not an easy task for someone who doesn't know what they're doing. You know what I mean? I mean, they would have to put a lot of, yeah, it'd be probably a little bit more difficult to run the game. We'll say if you actually had to rebuild the transmissions and everything. I'm just throwing that out there. You know what I mean? Rear muffler A. Okay. That's pipe B8. Then middle muffler. And then the rear muffler A. Alright, start the front. Let's put the catalytic converter on. Which really sucks that you have to run them for a race car, but whatever. See, that's one thing I wish they would change with this, is where you don't have to run the full exhaust for a race car, and you don't got to put in the ABS control module and pump and such like that. I wish that, you didn't have to run all that stuff, because in actuality, you don't run them on race cars anyway. And that's what this one's being built for specifically, is a race car. Just a colorful race car. Man, I thought we were going to be locking up there for a minute. Nonetheless, it's still fun all the way around. Now, the game I wish they would bring to PlayStation is that game called My Garage. That looks to be a fun game. You know what I mean? So, one day maybe, hopefully. Perfect. A quarter of the suspension is almost finished.
Probably, but having done it in real life, a lot of the gears are very similar in size, so they could probably get away with having only 10 diff.
It's hard to say.
It'd be much smoother to run. That was kinda like what they did with the fuses.
Yes and no. Yeah, it actually looks pretty good. I can dig it. See, what I'd really like for them to do is make it so, for instance, like that car sitting over there, I don't got to only run basically Fords or Mopars in it. I can actually run the small block Chevy that they got, the OHVF motor. I'd really like to put that one in there, but I can only run Fords and Mopars in those cars, so I think that's why I tend to stick with these ones, because you can actually run the LS motor in it. Which, if I figured it out correctly, it's a 6.2. Could be a 5.3, but I think it's more or less a 6.2 that's in these cars. Because I don't think they run the 5.3 in the modern Corvettes anymore. I think they're all mostly 6.2s, and same with the Camaros as well. So I know on PC, I know you can engine swap the cars and such. You can get mods and stuff for that, but can't do it on here, and it kind of really sucks, actually. Yeah, this one. Alright, let's jump on up here to the front. Put the cross member in. And get these last two bushings. And then we got to put in the bushings for the lower control arms, and then all the bushings are done. It's kind of sweet, actually. Like, you can tune the gears in, tune the gears in the transmission on this. You can change if you want to run, like, for instance, for this car, I'm going to try off with a two-speed pop, a two-speed transmission. Maybe help me get down the 8th mile a little bit quicker. But, yeah, you can do little things like that with it, but it's nothing too, over exaggerant, we'll say. Like I said, if you had to do all that kind of stuff, I'm not sure a lot of people would be interested in it. Although I could be wrong. More people might enjoy it more. I don't know. Or given the option either to buy one fully tuned or build one. But that would like down a lot of systems. Who knows, maybe the next one might have all that feature in it. It's hard to say. I do have everything, okay. It's hard to say. Perfect. Suspension is finished. Alright, I'm going to drop this down, go grab this. Bring this over to car lift B, where the Camaro is. I also wish they'd bring, like, Chevy trucks into this. Like, they got brand name Dodge and Ford in here. Why can't they get Chevys? They got Mazdas, Mercedes, Nissan, Lotus. But the only thing that represents a Chevy in this is the Bolt. Come on. Clip on, thank you. Alright, let's put this one in. Do all the C's. I think I should have enough. Pretty sure when I did the Austin Martin, that's in parking, I went and purchased like 50 of each, so we should have enough. Or 25 C's and 50 A's for the fuses, and then 50 of each relay, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure I did anyway. Making sure I don't run out.
I wanted an S-Class in the CMS games for so long. It's weird to me how they put the W126 560 sec but never gave us a V12 S600 or S65 S-Class.
I don't think they did put a V12 in here for Mercedes. At least I don't think they did. Alright, just as an FYI, everybody, it's going to get a little bit noisy in the background here because the wife and kid just came home and the dog goes a little chaotic and the kid starts screaming at the dog to back off away from the door. So, surprisingly enough, it's quiet as a church in here right now. Huh, who would have ever thunk? Alright, let's go get that motor. I'm going to slap that in. Good. Oh yeah, sits in there pretty dang decent, I might have to say. Good enough. Put some oil in it now. Oop, clean that up. Up my nice white valve covers. Alright, let's put some power steering fluid in it now. Perfect. Put some coolant in it now. Keep it cool in those hot Arizona days.
The Benzes in this game are either V8s or really old 60s and 70s i6s.
Very true, yeah. Come to think about it, yeah, they are. Huh. And that's weird too, because you know they do have the V12.
V6s or V12s.
In the Land Rovers, they got V6s in them, and there's the Dodge Challenger that's got a modern V6 in it. There is a few different cars that got the V6s in them as well. Alright, I think we're all pretty much done with this. Now, put it back up. Put the gearbox in it. And throw some interior in it. We can actually go dyno this thing. There we go. Starting to think maybe I should do the starter blue. There we go. And yeah. Parts. What am I missing now? As if I'm missing anything. Missing all the body panels. And the battery. Battery.
The Pagani Zonda actually had a tuned V12 from a W140S600, so it would have made sense for there to have been a W140 with the ability to swap.
That's just it. I wish they had the ability to swap a lot of engines around in here. Because for instance, I'd put a V12 in this thing. You know what I mean? Especially the turboed V12. Alright. Run this on the dyno. And I better put some interior in it. They might not let me. There we go. You can tune your transmission gears through here. You can go upwards of 9 speed, I guess. But we're not going to do that. We're going to do a 2-speed. Hypothetically, 2-speed power glide, you know what I mean? And we're going to bump this one up to 70, which I should have did this one first. And we'll still bring this down to 70. And this one to, yeah, we'll go 140. Come on, where's the sweet spot? Nope. Huh. Being stubborn with me today. We'll start with the 0.1, I guess. Bang. 8. Huh. 9. Perfect. Eventually I find the sweet spot. Alright, factory power is 623 horsepower at 6,400 RPM, and the torque is 570 pound-feet at 5250. And the new numbers are probably around 1,200 horse. Off the chart. 1,191 horsepower at 6,400 RPM, which is an increase of 568 horsepower, 92%, and 1,061 pound-feet at 5,300 RPM, which is an increase of 492 pound-feet, or 87%, and our drag rating is A at 727. Alright, now I wonder if they're going to let me. But remember, don't forget that bushing on the dyno, okay? Or even the windshield washer jug, or the top cover on the engine. You know, don't forget that, or you can't run it on the dyno. But you can come to the drag strip like this. Huh. First gear needs to be taller. We're doing good up till 3:30. When I shifted from first to second, and just bleh. Minor details. I'm just happy it didn't spin all the way on the track. Well, let's go back and fix it up a bit. So I'm thinking, put first from 70 to, we'll say, 85. And it should put me in the RPM range. Yeah, we'll take this, we'll bump this up to 85, and it should put me in the RPM range to be able to shift, in theory. I should do test and tune, but you can't really judge on how a car is going to do in the test and tune. Better to go beside someone. Alright, let's see. Speaking of V12s, there's 2 of them right there. I want to go with this guy. And then here, my money's on the Jaguar. Can't bet on myself, so that sucks. Probably taking a loss here, but we'll bet on the Ferrari type vehicle. What the? I'm seeing a lot of duplicates here. Alright, well, actually we'll take this guy. And then here, we shall go to this one. My money's on this one. And then the last one, well, we gotta go with this guy. Nope. Oh, I got one. Nice. So far, I broke even. Hey, I'm supposed to go into... So she bogs out of the hole now, so I guess I gotta go back to maybe a 3-speed. Dang. I was not on my game for picking winners this time. Still made my money back anyway, minus what I lost. Which I lost 800, so technically I lost about 600 bucks. So it's not too bad. Alright, well, got this one almost figured out. This will be at a few after we're done building the next car here. If it ever loads in. Alright, move this over to car lift B. Good. Alright, now this one. Now, this one I'm planning on restoring. Not going too crazy with power on it. Just a little bit over factory. Not even going to be turning it into a race car. Alright, now if I had to guess, which I normally do, but we're not going to guess today, this would be a crossmember E, and this should be a front steering knuckle C. And I know all the rest of this stuff, so we don't need to worry about that. Alright, we need 2 of those, 2 of these, 2 of those, oops, and crossmember E and front steering knuckle C, like I figured. Okay, I was on to something there. Crossmember E, cross knuckle housing B, need one of them, need one of these, 2 of these. Wait a minute here, how many of those did I get? Okay, I did get 4. Okay. Sway bar B, we need 2 of these, 2 of those as well. 2 of these bad boys. And we need 12 of these. 4 of these. 2 of those. 1 of these. 2 of these. 2 of those. 2 of those. 2 of those. And nope, wrong one. We'll have 4. Now we come through here, we gotta get 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 drums, 2 brake pads, a brake servo, 2 wheel cylinders, 2 brake shoes, and I think we're even gonna go original rotors style-ish. Alright, now figured I still had the old Camaro parts. I'm gonna go get those parts all painted before we put it together. Or before we rip it apart anyway, I should say. That's a door. Alright. Perfect. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to go... Yeah, why not? Let's go aluminum looking. These, well, do them black. These will do the same. Ooh, shiny. Uh-oh. That ain't gonna look right. Alright. Could have got rid of those, but we didn't. No, I think I'm going to leave the springs alone. Cross member E, you're going black. These springs the same. That's a nice shade of black. I like it. Wish it was a little bit cleaner, but it is what it is. These will be the same, nice and shiny. As if you just took them out of the box and put them on. Actually, I wonder something here. Yeah, actually, I think I'm going to go with this instead. Gives me an idea here. Do the spring black. Yeah. Do these black as well. There you go. Well, I guess we're already at that point now, right? Perfect. I promise y'all this card's gonna look good when it's done. I just don't know what the final color is gonna be yet, though. Alright, got all that done. Perfection. And then this can go this color. Good. She's making sense, man. She's making sense. Alright, suspension's all painted, ready to be put on the car. Just need to get wheels for it now. Perfect. Alright, let's get these wheels off. Actually, what size are these? 14s? Yes, they are. Yeah, maybe it might go a little bit bigger on the wheel size here. Let's see. So what, 215s? So if I were to say, hypothetically, do a 245, 255, 60, 15, 55, 16, 50, 17, 45, 18, 40, 19, 35, 20. I wonder if that would actually fit. Alright, we're still going to go with the factory style. 120. And we're going to go over here to tires. Here, we're going to go 120, 245. Yeah, we'll go 245. I think we're going to go try it with 35. Let's get this wheel off of here first. Perfect. Now these will be all chromed out. You know, they will look nice when they're done. I'm going to go resto mod feel, but original at the same time. There we go. Huh. Actually, could be a little bit wider, I think. So maybe let's bump this up to... Alright, well, let's see. Let's get a little bit wider of a tire. What size is that? 245. Let's go 265. And I think we're going to go 30. I don't like how close it is at the front. It's getting a little too close, man. A little too close. But I think before we go any further with that, we're going to run over here and get some cooler put on it. Chrome it out so you guys understand what I'm saying. No. But I can work with this. Where are you? Right here. Perfect. I bring the brightness down just a bit. Maybe 70. Perfect. Good enough. Good enough. Normally I drop down to about 60, but I want to try this at 70 this time. And the tire we're choosing is a 265 right there. Dang, I had 3 clicks on it that time. Yeah, it's not as close to the front now. Perfect. Could be a little bit wider, but once the body panel is straightened out here, it might actually suck it in a bit more, so. You can definitely tell the tire size difference. Alright, now for the front. We need a fender. And now we're going to go the same style wheel. I'm going to bump this one up to 20 as well. This is for the front now. And then the tire, we're going to go, let's see, it's supposed to be a 215, so we're going to go 1, 20, 215. Yeah, we'll go 225. And then for the front, we'll go 35. And we're going to spray this one as well. Because the rim will be the same. The rim ain't changing. So. Perfect. Now let's go mount it on that tire. I was also coming in here to get a fender. Or do I have one? No, I do not. I don't have no body panels. Must have sold them all. Must have sold them. Perfect. Dang, two out of 5 are rusty. I mean, it's not bad for a car that's got 116,000 miles on it, I guess. Almost perfect size. Not bad, not bad. Looking like it fits it pretty darn good. Tires are basically the same width from the rim to the edge. Nice. Very nice. That rear, man, needs to be a lot thicker of a tire, like this diameter, this width right here. Not so much the width from in to out, but yeah. Should work. Alright, so let's get another tire, 120, 265, 30. Yep. And one more, 120, 225, 35. Perfect. Now we're going to get some rims, some wheels. I get two more, 20. Good. I'm going to go paint these up. Good, good, good. Now we're gonna mount these. Take this one off first. And then 225, 35, 20. Two 65, 30, 20. Perfection. Now, if my calculations are correct, it should have the two rear tires up front. And then if my calculations are correct, let's see, 260, 265, 265, 225, perfect. Perfection, okay. So I guess let's finish getting these wheels off. And we'll do this front one over there. Sprayed, of course. Perfect. Let's put it up in the air. Bring this over. Car lift A. I should get the body panels for this. Finish this. And it's doing its thing. Ah, it drives me nuts. No more smooth paint jobs. Let's get this dry shaft out of the way, I guess. Sprayed about a half a dozen times. Or not. Alright, let's get this transmission out of the way. Good. Drop her down. Yank her out. Alright, we got any goodies left in here? Of course we do. We got a fuse box with an A, a B, a C, and an A and a B relay. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Every time I hear that noise, when you miss it, it's like that. All I think of is Grand Theft Auto 3. The intro music. Alright. Up, 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 and away we go. Now, what interior did they want me to put in this? Seat 5 leather D. What is that? Seat 5 leather D. That doesn't really look like something from the 70s, or it may. Or I could go ahead and either put in the bolt roulette, or where are you? Supernova. I think the Supernova is too small of a wheel. Although I could put in the TBX. Where are you? Right there. That's what that one looks like. What's the bench look like for this car now? Kind of a smooth. Okay. So, with it being like that, no, the Hornet's too big of a seat. Yeah, maybe the TBX seat would be the better one. The better choice. XJS. Huh? What's Jaguar seat? No. Huh. Well, you know, yeah, we'll get 2 of these. And then we will, I should have got the steering wheel since I was down that way. I think I already have one, but we're going to get another one. Actually, in actual facts, the Chevelles also came with this steering wheel as well. I'll scoop up one of them. And then the other option I have, where are you? Oh, past it. It's the TBX, but I don't think they came with that style steering wheel. However, they did come with the wood grain. Yeah, we'll figure out which one looks better in it, right? When the time comes. We'll get both of them. Perfect. Alright. Now, let's finish ripping this suspension out of the car. There we go. Wheel cylinder, you're next. I mean, this car, I probably could have started driving it. Put in a new motor and away we go. And you all know I got motors that probably run, used ones, some of them. Heck, I could go take that 2-carb motor out of the Mustang and throw it in here. Which I was thinking about doing, but I was like, yeah, I better not. Alright, let's yank this off. Get the shock out of the way. I don't need it there. I got new coming. Okay, I think I got both. It's got all 4 U-bolts. This was a driver, man. Normally, when you, where did I get this car from? Was it from the auction, or was it from... No, I can't see it being from the junkyard, not this complete. Yeah, junkyard. Holy crap. Let's get the... I don't know if I could... Depending on how much stuff's on that motor I took out of this. Maybe I might put the original block back in the car. Maybe. We shall say, maybe. Holy. we go. Perfect. Oh, I guess I gotta take a few other parts off before I take the lower control arm off, I guess, huh? Just can't wait for this cold to be over with. Then I can think with an almost clear head again. Perfect. There we go. There we go again. And now this one. And then the rotor. And then the dust cap. Wheel bearing. Wheel hub. Backing plate. Let's get the sway bar out of the way. Disconnect the outer tie rod, the inner tie rod, steering rack, loosen the bolts out for that, perfect. Let's get the bigger bushing out of the way, good. And let's get, I think we're pretty much ready to take this out. Steering knuckle seat, goodbye. Cross member, goodbye. Alright. I'm going to bring this back down. Bring over a trusty handy dandy little welder. Let that get all fixed up. And while that's happening, I'm going to actually put this over the parking for now as well. Let's go buy some stuff. Let's go see if they got the auction house. I've been there in a minute. Alright, Kowalski Salvage Cars. Nice. Alright, we've got an old Ford pick-em-up truck. 6-cylinder. We've got the standard Nova. Ooh, a little pricey. £2,800. It's a light little bugger. And I can't even see if this runs either, because there's no seats in it. Damn you, Scuba Steve. There's a lot of work. It is only valued at $8,500. Maybe we'll come back to this one. Special edition OTs. This car right here will crank out about 1,400 horsepower. Kind of crazy if you ask me. But yeah, this one right here has got a 6-cylinder in it. It's actually a 6-cylinder diesel, but it's still a 6-cylinder. The 2017 Land Rover Discovery. Let's see if we can get this for the asking price or a little bit under. Maybe, maybe not. Let's hope that for the good outcome. They always do it at the last second, don't they? Yeah, well, last bet. No, I'm not getting it. There, I made them overpay for it. What about over here? We did just buy a Ram. This one should be in a little bit better driving condition. Huh. Little Rusty. From Western Australia. Huh. Yeah, too bad the tires don't actually look like that. I mean, they got the knobs, but they don't have no depth to them. Huh. Let's see, the actual value of the vehicle is probably about 65, 70 grand. 61, close. Thought that was a Thor, I'd be like, yeah, I'm buying it. Oh well, nothing there. Now, I wonder what kind of luck we're going to have if we go to the junkyard. Actually, to be honest, I think we might bring that Ram up from parking. And that'll be the next vehicle we'd make after the Hellcat over there. I think this was it. I can't remember. No, that's not. No, that's not it. There's something else. Put that one back away. There it is. No, it's not. It would be this one. There it is. Perfect stages to a shop truck. Right? That's what I'm thinking anyway. Do it something like a Hemi orange. Yeah. Ooh, fancy. Alright. We're going to move you. Oh, wait. Let's move this. You can go back. Move this over to car lift B. Well, because it's closer. Move this over to the test path so we're not in the paint booth yet. Let's put some interior in this old girl. It just fits a little bit better of a seat in there. You know what I mean? Just fits it better, in my opinion. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, now let's try it first with this one. What is with the deal with the chrome? Kind of looks like a Chevelle steering wheel, no? Nah. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. I already had a new green one. There we go. That looks a little bit better in there. Perfect. So we already got the front fender. Like I said, we're going full on original with this as best we can. Be nice if I could stick a cowl induction hood on this car, but you know, I don't think. Well, we got headlights, taillights, and an aftermarket customized hood. So I'm not down with that one. Alright, so let's put the passenger door on first, driver's side, the rear quarter glass, door glass, the mirror, the windshield, the fender, the hood, put in the headlight, the passenger headlight, window, mirror, rear quarter glass passenger side, rear glass, the trunk, the bumper, alright, what year is this? Sweet 70. Alright, now we're going to come on over here to my home area. E-T. Seven, zero. I think that's fitting and official for the car, you know, since it is a 70. Alright, alright. Body should be at 100. Beautiful. Everything's at good numbers except for the rest of the parts because, well, we haven't done nothing with it yet. Alright, I'm going to come on into here. Dang. I kind of like that blue. But I believe it would have been this color right here. What? No white stripes? What's the deal there? Must be blue stripes. Rawr. Yeah, no, I'm good. Now we're going to come back here. We're going to drop this down like this. We're going to swing this way over here like that. Bring this all the way up. Put our little flare on it, we'll say. Just improve it just a bit, you know what I mean? Move this over back over to car lift A. I think that looks pretty darn good. Got a nice reflection in it. And now let's put the suspension on so we can start building our motor. Hey, wait, we're missing some stuff. I need a fuel tank. I ain't got one. Son of a biscuit. I thought I had a fuel tank. I mean, I understand you're just for your engine, but one would think that they'd put it in suspension since it's got to go on the bottom side of the car. One would think. Now, like I said, we're going to make it look original. Not necessarily mean it's original. I'm just not going to stick a big arse motor sticking through the hood, that's all. That's the only difference. Well, she's still going to have the best of the best on it. And the exhaust. What are... Oops, wrong one. Assemble mode. Oh, you son of a biscuit. You're being like that to me. Oh, how should I go back to that mode? There we go. Boss fight, is it A? Yep, okay. So let's run ourselves down here. Oh wait, where am I going, man? Like I said, it's been a chaotic past couple days. Not really thinking all that straight lately. And we gotta go paint this now. And where is the fuel tank? There it is. I found the fuel tank. Perfect. Back to the car. Alright. Now, I think we're pretty much squared away. Alright, we're going to start with this. Good. Stick in the fuel pump. Good. The rear differential. Put in the leaf springs. Now, I'm pretty sure this is what it would look like off the assembly line. I'm guessing. Maybe not, maybe so. And well, we did the shocks. No, we changed them. They're like silver now. No, we didn't change those ones. I know the front ones we did. Which means we gotta take another trip back to the paint shop. Kind of a biscuit. Yeah. I did do it, man. Son of a biscuit, man. What's going on, man? Not bad, man. Like $757 off that thing. Alright, let's paint some shocks. It's almost like they knew what I was trying to do. Strange. It's kind of strange how that happens, man. Look at that. Blends in. How nice. How nice is that? Alright, let's put this shock on. Good. Alright, let's put the drive axle assembly in. Wheel cylinder. Brake shoe. The brake drum. Now the wheel. Yeah, I can dig it. Actually looks lowered. Is it just me? Huh. Maybe the car's leaning that way. I don't know. Start at the rear. Run back over to this side. Put the shock on. Shock on, man. Good. Now let's stick on this. And then this. And let's put this on too. One thing I wish they would put in this game, especially for the trucks, is lift kits. Being able to lift and lower your vehicle. I mean, because they got the spot right here to put all that kind of stuff. You know, but I don't know why they won't do it. You know what I mean? Because I think that Ford, the F-350, I think that'd be a nice looking truck if you're able to lift it. Or even give you the option, for instance, like that Ram 3500. Give you the option to put duals on it. Or any of the trucks in this game, put duals on it. You know what I mean? I think that'd be pretty sick. At least I think, anyway. I don't know. Could be. Put this in here to break up the color. Just a little bit of breakup needed. Put in the steering rack. Good. Put in the inner tie rod. Alright, I think we're at the point now. We're going to start building up the hub assembly and such. Get the front wheels on. And then I want to stand back and take a look at it. Yeah, I felt like, you know what, instead of putting all the glamour and glory into it, you know, since you can't really see the rotors anyway, I figure, and the car's not going to, I mean, it's going to be fast, but it's not going to be like, oh my god, we need expensive brakes to stop us fast, you know what I mean? It's only going to have a 2-carbo HV in it, so I think maybe max 600, 700 horsepower maybe. I mean, that still is quite a bit of horsepower, but the street car. Resto mod. Why am I putting all that goody stuff on? I got all this stuff to do first. What would I be thinking anyway? Good. Alright, let's put this last and final wheel on. Now I want to see how close I got to the ride height. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sitting too high in the front. Dang it, I didn't want to. Gosh darn it. $220, $265, $35. The tires are too small. It's not sitting right. Like, come on, tell me that doesn't look almost original. I think it does. I could be completely way off the map on that, but, you know, I'm just saying. You know, we've got that going for us right now, you know. Ugh. Huh. Huh. Alright, well, it's already done. 265, 35, 20. Put a little bit thicker sidewall on it. Good. Right there. Hopefully this gives us a little bit more height in the rear. Everything's all balanced. Yep, good to go. I just don't like how close that sits there. No, it's still sitting high in the front. Oh well. Hard to believe that both wheels are both 20. This one looks so much larger diameter. But nonetheless, still looks good. Alright, don't have nothing in front of there yet. Alright, but we're going to come over here. We're going to do this. I guess it's all been tinted out. Good. Alright. Let's see. I guess now it could be engine time. So, dang, I really like that. Looks good. This previous one we built right here. Still not finished building it yet, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, now what do we need? Alright, everything's sold. Nice. Now we need engines. We need the engine. Actually, how much stuff is on the one I took off of that car? Oh no. That's only got a couple push. Oh, it's got a rocker. And a push rod. And another push rod. Now you can come off. Alright, let's pop this piston up. Huh? What the hell are you being held up on? There ain't no rod caps in here. Alright. 2 more spark plugs. I'm not seeing any push rods in there, so that's a good sign. Nice. Yeah, it was a little bit easier than I thought it was going to be to take this side off. Okay, it's let me do it on this side, but it didn't let me do it on the other side. What? Fine, be like that. Be like that then, man. Shit. Alright, let's get this timing chain out of the way. Let's get the cam gear gone. Camshaft. Power steering pump, V8. The quaint, wait, forgetting stuff here. I was forgetting stuff like usual, you know what I mean? Alright, now we take the crankshaft out. And now the block. Now, oh, good, we got a good block and a good crank. Nice. Now, we got 6,744 of those blue little doohickey thingies. What I'm going to do is come into here. Oh, I can salvage stuff. Huh. Holy crap. Here. Good. Now, I'm going to go here. Over to Enjoy. Going to sell all this junk. Come down here. Sell each head for $612. Perfect. Now, what's the block worth? $1,328. Now, what's it cost to buy a brand new one? I think it's like, what, $2,500? I think. That's for him is to buy the parts, right? The block. The block. I already got crankshaft pulley. $2,500. My discount is 21. So we could sell a refurbished block for $700 less than what a brand new one would cost me. So I'm good with that. And the most common sense thing to do for this situation is just buy aftermarket cylinder heads, because it's literally the same cost as what it is for the OEM factory heads. It's the same cost, so. I'm hearing an alarm. It's telling me it's 5:05, supper time. But supper is going to have to wait for me.
No, it's 5:05. Go make dinner. Cool.
You know what I mean? Supper is going to have to wait for the time being. There we go. Alright, we need an oil pan. Need some piston rings. Need a fan, a radiator, power steering reservoir. Need some rockers. Perfect. And then we also need, let's see, what would be the next thing on the list here? We need some rod caps, you know, that's a given. And we need round air filter cover for the two carb, man, two carb. Because that's what we're putting in it. We're not going supercharger or nothing. I don't want to put a hole in the hood. Kind of defeating the purpose of what I'm doing here. And then timing chain, OHV. And then timing cover. Good. Now this one, this block is going to be a little bit, oh yeah, 16. It's going to be a little bit different than what I normally do. Normally I do either black, red, you know, such and such. But today, we're going to try to do it Hugger Orange. I can't remember if I got this or not, but we're going to get it anyway. I just put one of these in storage. Huh. Should have went and got it. Save me a fortune, man. You know what I mean? Save me a fortune, man. Alright, let's see. We need two carburetors. Good. Cylinder head V8 OHV. We need two of them. Exhaust long tube manifold headers. We need two of them. We've already got the fuel filter and fuel pump. Then we need a distributor. ignition coil, rotor, cap, plug wires, good. And now we need our intake, which is right here. Which when I'm done, it's not going to look chrome, it's going to look more like aluminum. And then we need 8 sparky plugs. And then we need a round air filter 2 carb, even though it looks more kind of like an oval, but okay, if they want to, that's round, but you know, if they want to call that round, okay, that's on them. Now, did we get, no we did not, okay. We also need a power steering pump. The pump, we need the pump. Now, did I get already, previously? No, I did not, okay. Just had double checking, I mean, like I said, I've been forgetting a lot of stuff lately, so. Oh, darn. What kind of... Is it the A? I can't remember. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Yes, it is. Okay. So, we need a battery. We need fuse box A, cover A. We need a starter. Good. Just like that. Okay, now, let's go over here. Now, bear with me here, folks. Alright, we got our block. This color, and then we're going to go all the way back here like so, and okay, if I were to do it like that, what would that look like? Not really. If I were to run this all the way over here like so, it would still have just a bit too much red to it, something like so. If I would have to guess. I just wish the block was a lighter color, but it is what it is. Sure. Alright, we got that. These, actually, it doesn't look too bad. Actually, come to think about it. But the crinkle black looks can look really good on it. This, we need to do this aluminum looking. Maybe chrome. Actually, we'll do it black. Alright, here's where we need the aluminum. And along with this, we need to do it the black. Same with the plug wires. Even though they're kind of a shiny black. Just kind of screwed me up, man. Screwed me up. There we go. Alright, oil filter. I'll just do a black. Alright, now we want an aluminum oil pan. You know what I mean? Gotta have an aluminum oil pan. Actually, no. We're gonna do that black. I forgot the motor's orange. It's not black. Try to make it look like an aluminum radiator fan. See, that just looks too orange. Ugh. Something like so. Ooh, right there. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm good. We're gonna go back here, go here, bring this all the way up here like so. Perfect. We're gonna go hit these plug wires again. There we go. I wonder what the starter cap would look like. Looks like that, but if I were to do that, oh, perfect. Perfection. I did it finally. I did it, man. I did it. God dang it, everything I went and painted, I gotta redo it all over again. What about the valve covers? I can't remember. What do they look like? Nah, I like that little bit of a huey shine to them, you know what I mean? This, well, we're gonna go here. Yeah, we'll go that for there. And then this, we're gonna go for this. And then for this. Perfect. Now the gearbox, that's got that little bit of a shine to it. Let's cut that shine out. Let's do that like that. Perfect. Cylinder heads, we're going to leave them alone. The rotor you can't see because it'll be under the cap. Hey, I know what we're missing. I don't know what I'm missing, man. I never grabbed it, man. How come nobody told me or reminded me here, man? Gosh darn, man. We got the clip beam, man. I knew something was missing on that. That's alright, man. We got that all figured out, man. Put a little bit more of a shine to it, you know what I mean? Just a little shine. Now, ain't this gonna be a color combination and a half? Hugger orange block with a blue body. Alright, now we need to paint ourselves. We need to customize ourselves. Where are you? Right there, 2 carbo HV. There we go. Done worse. I mean, I've legit done worse before. Well, it ain't saying much, but it is. Definitely tell you one thing. Since I went and put the, I thought did we not buy a camshaft for this thing? Like I just skimmed right over top of it. Did I buy an HVF camshaft? How about I just didn't even buy one at all? Now we got one. Put the stribometer in. Rotor. Cap. Dang, that's really dark. Holy crap. I might have screwed up, man. There we go. I forgot a coil. No, got a coil. But it's the high performance one. Yep. Okay. Alright, let's put this on now, the power steering pump. Put the alternator on. Good. Alright, let's put the rear passenger side, rear driver side, second rear driver side, second rear passenger, middle passenger, middle driver, front passenger, front driver. Now the rod caps. Good. And for those of y'all that are watching, don't forget to hit that like button. Smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. And also, too, if you're enjoying what you're watching, I do have a playlist on my YouTube channel. It is actually labeled Car Mechanic Simulator 21. So check that out. There's over 120 videos in there. And I still have more to add to it. I mean, just, you know. I'm getting on it slowly, you know what I mean? Helps with the YouTube algorithm when you like and subscribe. Or at least like, anyway. You know, because over 80% of you watching are not subscribed. Yeah, you know, it's kind of, you know. Alright, got that cylinder head on. Let's put this one on. Perfect. Intake. Oh yeah, look at that. I got to do this. I got to see what it looks like. Much nicer. Oh, heck yeah. Cool. Alright, I gotta step away here for a moment. I got to go to the bathroom, plus I think the dog needs to go to the bathroom again. I swear he's got the bladder the size of a pea. So I'll be right back, so don't y'all go anywhere. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for sticking around. All right, let's finish this Mota. I think she's looking pretty snazzy. Try to do the Hugger Orange for GM, but I don't know. Turned out a little bit more redder than anticipated, so that's okay. We've got the crinkle black style air filter on it, and valve covers are going to be the same. Excuse me. Let's put the rockers on now. Good. We've got another couple more to do on this side, and we should be good. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Got two more for this side, and we should be good. Huh. My chat disappeared. Huh. Where'd you go? Yep. That's looking good. Perfect. Let's put the sprocket plugs in. There we go. Two more after this one for this side. I'm still got to do the other side yet. Yeah, since we're here, let's put the fuel filter on. Good. Dang, it actually looks more redder-ish than normal. It's reflecting off the block. Good. I'm going to switch ourselves around to this side. Let's put the push rods in. After this, we're going to hit the test path. And this is, see a beautiful blue car over there? That's what this motor's going into. Now, I didn't want to do nothing too extravagant with it, like too over the edge for it. I just want to keep it as original or as stock looking as possible. Now, while those wheels look good from here, they are actually 20s instead of the 14s that came on the car. I decided to upgrade it just a bit, just a bit. But everything else in the car is pretty much almost bone stockish looking. Now, I have done the Hugger Orange on my engines before, and I have got it to turn out, but only with the small block Chevy, for some reason, I can actually get it to turn out right. So, I don't know. I don't know. Perfect. Let's put the exhaust long tube manifold on. There we go. Now I'm going to stick in these sprocket plugs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now the plug wires. But they're missing a plug wire. The one that goes from the distributor to the coil. Alright, stick on the crank pulley OHV V8. Perfect. I'm going to stick on the power steering belt. Serpentine belt B. Perfect. Water pump. Now we're going to put the 4 bolts in for that. Now the water pump pulley. The alternator belt. Now the engine fan. And I think the engine is complete. Good. Good. Rotate this around. Ready for the next build. Forgot some stuff. Actually, you know what? Let's decorate under here first. I mean, it kind of almost looks stockish under here, like how it almost would from factory. There we go. Let's put the brake master cylinder in. Let's put the radiator. Let's put in the fuse box A with all the fuses and relays. We've got a bunch of them. There we go. And there we go. And there we go, man. There we go. There you go. And earlier in the stream, whoever is watching, if you want to go back, if you're just joining us, that's the second car we're building today. Now the first one's actually over there. It's not finished yet, but the only thing it really needs is body panels. We've already had it on the drag strip and all that other fun stuff. I'm going to put the relay B's in. Now we're going to put the relay C's. And now we're going to put the fuse box lid A on. Perfect. And then we got to put in the power steering reservoir. Now the windshield washer jug. Good. Now we're going to run on over here, grab this, bring this over to car lift A, where the Chevelle / Hellcat is. And now we're going to put in the motor. Perfect. Yeah, no, it's such a good color combination. Orange, black, and blue. Alright, I'm going to fill it up with coolant first for the hot Arizona track days. Oh, come on, get off of there. Thank you. Let's clean that up. Make a mess. Don't want to do that. Put some brake fluid in. Might be helpful to help us stop just a bit. You know what I mean? Alright, let's fill her up to the line here. Perfect. Now let's put some oil in it. Chugga chugga choo choo. Alright. Oh, made a mess. Clean it up. There we go. This is my Bluetooth rag here. Perfect. I'll put some power steering fluid in it now. Fill her up to the max line. Perfect. Now let's come on over here. Let's fill this up to the blind as well. As you can see, it says the word max with a downward pointing arrow on the far side of the jug. Perfect. Alright, I think we're done under here. Let's close that. Well, that's interesting. Let's kind of step out of the way of that. For some reason, I got a headache. I don't know why. Alright, let's put it in the gearbox / transmission. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Looking all snazzy. The starter. The drive shaft. Now we're going to put in the downpipes, OHVA. Perfect. And it should be at 100%. No, we're missing something right here. I got Stretch Armstrong there, and I can reach up and put the battery in. Alright, now we are 100%. So now we're going to do this. Turn this over to test path. Beautiful. Yeah, I have to say, I'm impressed how this thing turned out. Turned out pretty darn good. Interior is looking fresh. Looking very good. Perfect. Let's hop on out. Now let's give her an alignment, shall we? Alright, passenger rear, passenger front. Perfect. I'm not going to worry about the headlights. They're not a necessity since you don't drive in the dark here. One of these areas where you only drive in the summertime and the sun. Yeah, okay. Let's run on over here. And I think we're going to bump this up to a 390. Perfect. I'm not going to worry about tuning the carbs. Alright, factory horsepower for this motor is 306 horsepower at 4,600 RPM. And factory torque is 397 pound-feet at 3,200 RPM. I wonder what we've increased it to. Let's check and see, shall we? All right. Well, I was a little bit off on my predictions for the horsepower of this motor. It's sitting at 544 horsepower at 4,600 RPM, which is an increase of 239 horsepower, 78%, and 690 pound-feet of torque at 3,300 RPM, which is an increase of 293 pound-feet, or 74%. Our drag rating is a B at 377. All right. What do y'all say? We see how well this thing will do. I mean, it's either going to go or it's not. You know, it's either going to be for show or go. Let's check and see. Now, I should do the testing tune, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to jump right into the race. All right, let's jump right into the King of the Sands tournament. We're going to go 8 miles. Yeah, sure, let's go B class. Let's beat up on these guys. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, that's just not fair. Oh, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh. He's got sport tires, that cheater. Oh, well. This is the car that I was hoping to find somewhere and purchase it. Hey, look, same color ours was before we got our hands on it. Dang, never mind. I ain't so worried about him now. Gosh darn. I mean, for having street tires on it, running 7.4 at 105 mile an hour, that's not bad. That's not bad. Considering that our opponent was an actual straight up drag car. Alright, what are we racing? He has probably got the V8 dual overhead cam supercharged motor in it. Yep. Well, this should be a good race. See, we spun first to second, so. But we actually shifted it pretty darn good. Feels good to win a round. Ooh, bounced off the rev limiter. Ouch. I mean, that's a fairly close race. We lost a mile an hour. I think that's because I waited too long to shift from first to second, but whatever. Had to play it out as long as we could. Now here's where we're probably going to get our butt kicked by a dang electric vehicle. I'm not even going to look at his numbers. Oh yeah. Kind of figured. Unless I have a full-blown 1400 horsepower car to go against one of them little buggers that are stock, I have a hard time beating them. I really do. I mean, look at his 0 to 60 time. You know what I mean? Like he's, what was that, 2/10, I think? I can't remember. Like I said, I've been forgetting a lot of stuff lately, so I don't really know. But he's 0.2 faster than we are, so I mean his 330 was, we don't even want to talk about that one. That's no bueno. I mean 0 to 60 for us is 3.8, for him it was 3.1 seconds. His 60 to 100 was, well, we got him on the 60 to 100, but he got us out of the hole from 0 to 30. He did a 1.4, we did a 1.75. So, you know, those electric cars, man, they're hard to beat in here. They really are. And look at it. His drag rating is so much lower than ours, too. You know, it is what it is, right? You win some, you lose some. At least we made it to the semifinals. Or, no, quarterfinals, semifinals. Can't remember. Like I said, it's been a really weird week for me. So, but I think this is going to be it for me for today. Maybe I'll put out a video later on tonight for tomorrow. But yeah, we've been at this now for 3 hours or so, a little over 3 hours. So we're gonna head back to the shop here. put this back in the main shop once we get there. I mean, it did good, considering it's got street tires on it. You know, it's not, and it wasn't built for racing. This thing was just built for cruising, more or less. And the sad part is, this made it further than that did. This couldn't get out of first round. But it's my red, white, and blue mobile right here, as you can tell. America. I mean, and it's got some attributes of Canada, you know, red and white for the airbox. You know, red and white, you know, white intake, red fuel injector rails, you know, red block, you know, I represent both countries. You know, car's red with white stripes, you know, never look at it from back here. You know, I represent both countries, not just one or the other. You know, my brothers and sisters to the south and my brothers and sisters where I live. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. All right, everybody. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button. Hit the like button for everybody. And we will catch you on the next video or stream. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.